Hi, this is Sally with SallyCares. We were just having a conversation and I thought we'd stop a second and talk a little bit about alert devices, or the kind of safety alert that's so popular now and that everyone's trying to get their parents to wear around the neck. And there's a push button and it's hooked up to or networked with either software or an app or a something. There's a zillion of them out there now. But because there are so many, I just wanted to talk about a couple things related to this. Number one, if your loved one ends up going to assisted living, they will have their own system. And then you're going to need to return the one that you bought through AARP or the internet or whatever. Keep in mind that you want to keep all your paperwork when you do that, because they're not going to want to have you get out of the contract that they have you on. So that's important. You know that all of these places have some central hub where they get alerted when one of the residents hits their button. The trick is having your parent or someone you love wear it, maybe when you're not home. Each one of these companies has different protocols and different capabilities that the medallion that you'd wear around the neck utilizes. Sometimes you hit the button and it's a direct call to 911. No stop and go, no collecting $200. It's click and 911 comes knocking. If that's the case, you want to make sure that you have a key hidden outside where the people know how to enter your home, because trust me, if there's a 911 call that comes to a residence, they will break open that door. So you want to be able to think through that and have a plan. The other thing that's important is that these medallions have to be worn. What does that mean? That means if you were like my father, he would leave it on the dresser in the bedroom, or leave it on the kitchen cabinet area on the countertop by the phone, because I don't need it during the day. What? No, I mean, like, really? Because how will you then crawl over and press it if you have a fall? That doesn't matter, because in his mind, that was never going to happen. So there's all kinds of attitude that goes along with these things. The one thing that I will guarantee you, if it's for your family member and they're not buying into the concept, it's going to take a conversation. There are some, like I think Lifeline by Philips is one, and this is no endorsement of that, but I think that they have the capability to have GPS in their system. So if there's a fall, and some people will subscribe to the Apple Watch for the same reason, there's a fall, it triggers an alert. Now, when you have a fall, that's a whole different story, because you want to be able to address whatever your loved one's needs might be. So that might mean I can get up, all I need is someone to help me. I don't need 911. You know, that was my father's biggest concern, that there would be a push to the button and the sirens would come down the street, and the paddy wagon, as he used to refer to it as, would be there, and oh my gosh, all the neighbors would know. Well, okay, for those of us who are family members, we don't care, but for the patient or the loved one, it's a big deal, to the point where they won't wear it. So what you want to do is you want to get with a company that maybe can have a list of contact phone numbers, whereas if the alarm gets triggered and they have in-house capability to communicate over over like a monitor, which they have, you can say, I've fallen, the old story, I've fallen, I can't get up, or I've fallen, call my daughter. Well, on the list there might be 3 people, a neighbor, a family member, whoever's in the local area and willing and able to help lift. Okay, willing and able, really important. Willing, number one, sure, you get lots of people who are willing, but able to bend down and lift up somebody depends on how much that somebody weighs and depends on how able-bodied that person is. So think about all the things, okay? But anyway, when that happens, that sometimes is a really good selling point for family members who think, okay, well, they're going to talk to us first, and I can tell them if I've fallen, because the radius is quite large, like out to the mailbox and back sometimes. They can tell because they'll speak through the monitor. I can tell them who to call. I don't need, them to call 911 per se. So anyway, those are important things. Are the medallions critical? Yes. If you have a family member, loved one, friend, whatever, who has poor balance, has fallen, can't navigate once they've fallen, maybe is diabetic and could have a diabetic issue, any of those things, they're very helpful. Even the ones that you are least expensive and you press and it's 911 and that's what you get. It's better than nothing. And my hope is that you'll have a good conversation with whoever it is you're trying to talk into this, so they'll buy into it and literally have that peace of mind that they need. So feel free to ask me questions, like, share, and subscribe this video, and let me know what else I can help you with. Okay? See you next time. Bye.